International Relations, and we're coming to you to talk about the Olympics. Now let's shift to talking about the host, wider the host, soft power, and the national image. Okay, for the first time ever, the Olympics Games will be split across two different places, Milan and Cortina. And the International Olympics Committee is doing this to shift towards a more sustainable place of living because many countries have recently gotten backlash for trying to focus on sports and sports events such as the Olympics or tourists instead of focusing on people who actually live in their country. And instead of building these massive new stadiums, which has gotten backlash about, Italy is using their existing venues, which is a big move for global governance. And it shows that the International Olympic Committee is trying to fix the big problem in the host cities and how they go broke, basically. And Italy is using this as soft power because by hosting the Olympics, they aren't just able to show off their sports. They've moved on with the world and are becoming a more sustainable and green place. And they're able to build a new image for themselves by doing this, and they're able to attract more tourists to them because they're like, by Italy hosting, we're able to see more of like life in Italy. We're able to see more food, things like that, and that really interests people. So they're able to increase tourism and show that they're a green nation who's improving with the world.
And I'll be introducing the global governance part of the Winter Olympics and the IOC, which is the International Olympic Committee. And it acts as a primary agent of global governance, and it is also a non-governmental organization that is usually known for dictating terms to sovereign states. Known for having certain rules, certain regulations, and through the Olympic Charter, it sets global standards that many host nations of the Olympics would legally adopt. And so this year it was actually included into Italy's Olympic laws because they came up with laws to basically ban ambush marketing. And so it was also made to protect intellectual property. Host cities also have a certain contract, and so this is actually to create a degree of sovereignty so that any private organizations, they're able to manage any of their security protocols and certain border entries for any athletes, just to make sure that there isn't any liability issues, just they are aware of basically what comes with it. So the neutrality norms, it is basically a IOC's decision to basically allow individual athletes to be able to, from Russia and Belarus to be able to act in a way of global governance. And so it represents a middle way of the game, like of the Olympics game, while also acknowledging that there are geopolitical demands of the UN and also in Western states.
Okay, now let's shift to talking about conflict and cooperation. Obviously, the International Olympic Committee can't just allow anybody to come into the Olympics and do whatever they want. Even like divided countries, they can't allow them to come in. Countries that are having like war with each other and things like that. And as we all know, Ukraine and Russia have been going through a war for like a while. And the International Committee has banned Russia as a nation from attending the Olympics due to its war with Ukraine, but they've created a neutral athlete status, which allow individual athletes to still compete without being tied to their country, Russia, which is fair. They were able to show that governance isn't just about law; it's about who claim, and they were able to keep peace while also holding nations such as Russia accountable. In cooperation, by hosting the Olympics, different countries are able to cooperate with each other, and they're able to come together on like past disagreements through their sports and things like that. And they're able to not only talk about sports, they're able to talk about tariffs, resources, how we can help each other, how we can fix problems and things like that.